lesson, I'm going to be making you a mathematics student. I believe that at the end of this lesson, all of those anti-math students, you're going to become now a full successful mathematics student. Now, this lesson is going to open your brain and make you a math student. So please take this lesson very serious and be focused. Get your pens ready, your papers. Don't just watch the video. As you watch it, make sure you have your pen, your summary notebook, as you'll be jotting down. Also, so we're going to look at the core basics in ordinary level mathematics. And the first part we are going to begin with, we're going to give you the concept of expression, variable, constant, coefficient, and terms. So I'm going to make this very simple. So we are going to consider an equation below. So 2x plus 3y plus 5 is equal to 4. So this is an equation. Now from this equation, we are going to take note of the following points. Point number 1. The very first point I'm going to look at is the point of expression. Now when we are talking about an expression, we are talking about what? A combination of variables, constants, terms, coefficients, everything that we see here is made up of, makes up the expression. But now, when an equality sign comes in, it now becomes an equation. What do we mean? What we mean is that all of these things is called an equation because of this equality sign. If we take away this equality sign and this guy is left, this guy like this will be called the expression. That means an expression is a one-sided something. If it's an equation, we have the left-hand side and we have the right-hand side separated by the equality sign. Okay? Very good. I believe that the concept of equation and expression is well assimilated. This is the expression. Okay? And now when an equality sign comes in equals to 4, it now becomes an equation. Very good. So the second thing we are going to look at, we are done with this, so we go now to variable. Now what do we mean by variable? Variables are simply letters of the alphabet which we use to denote things. Okay? So if we are talking about variables, the variables here are what? X, Y. Letters of the alphabet from A right to Z as well. So we have X and Y as the variables in that equation. So that's all about variables. So we go down to constants. A constant is simply a value that does not change. So what are the constant terms here? The constant terms here are what? 5 and 4. So we have constant. So we are talking about the constant there. The constants there are what? 4 and 5. That's all. The concept of coefficient. Now, the coefficient simply refers to that number that is in front of a variable. That means, look at, this is a variable, the letter of the alphabet. The number in front of it is called the coefficient of the variable x. This number here is said to be the coefficient of the variable y. So, if we are talking about variable, coefficient, then we are going to say that the coefficient of x is 2. That means that's the number in front of x. And the coefficient of y is equal to 3. That is the number in front of y. Okay? Lastly, A, B, C, D, E. We are talking about the terms. Good. Now, what is a term? A term can be a number. A term can be a variable. A term can still be what? A number multiplied by a variable. So what do we mean? A term can be a number. This is a term. This is a term. A term can also be a number multiplied by a variable. A number multiplied by a variable is also a term. So what do you see? Terms are always separated by mathematical operations, plus and minus, okay? So, you see this is the first term, second term, third term, and the fourth term. So, how many terms are in this equation? There are 4 terms. So, we have 4 terms, which are, we have 2x, we have 3y, we have 5, or let's say we have 4, and we have 5. So this is just a concept of constant of expressions, variable constants, coefficients, and terms. Now, how does the GC set questions with respect to this concept? Now that is simply the application. So the GC can just come and give you a problem like this: 2x squared, or let's say minus 2x squared plus z equals to. Yeah, they just given this expression. Oh, before I forget, let's go back to terms. Before I forget, we have 2 types of terms. We have what we call the like terms and the unlike terms. Let me use this expression below to explain the meaning of like and unlike terms. Now, given this expression, like terms means that we are talking about those terms that are from the same family. Terms from the same family are referred to as like terms, and terms from different family, we're talking about the family of variables. Okay? So if you look at, you see that 2x and x, you see they are from the same family of variables. So it means that these 2 guys are like terms. Whereas this guy, 5y and z, they are from different family and hence referred to as unlike terms. So that's the principle of like and unlike terms. So they can give an expression as this one and they ask you how many like terms are there, or you should give the like terms and the unlike terms, and so on. So that's the concept, and I hope it is well assimilated. Now, application. How do you see solutions for this kind of stuff? The application. They can just give you an expression below, negative 2x squared plus 2x minus 5y. Yeah, given this expression plus 4. Question 1. What is the coefficient of x squared? The coefficient of x squared is not x squared. The coefficient of x squared is what? It's not 2. The coefficient of x squared is minus 2. Okay? The coefficient of x squared minus 2. Next. The coefficient of x, what's the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x is 2. What's the coefficient of y? The coefficient of y is not 5, it is minus 5. These are mistakes that most of you always make. They can ask, what is the constant term in this expression? The constant term in this expression is 4. The value that does not change. Okay?